Joe Mackenzie here, your watercolor coach. Today we're going to paint a barn and we're using a triad to do it. This is ultramarine blue, alizarin crimson, and Aurelian as my yellow. And what I've done is those are the piles of color that I have on my palette, individual piles, and I'm putting them on the paper with a very generous flat brush, probably a size, I think it's a 12 brush. And I'm adding the color in, putting them near each other and letting them meet and mingle. I'm not rubbing them. The last thing I want to do is rub. Dab, 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 but no rubbing. Okay, so I'm filling in, because this is an amazing photograph that I got from the Morgue File, which is a place you can go and take free and use free photographs. And it was just an amazing NOTAN design. So I decided I definitely wanted to do it. And I also think it's a great way to practice triads and dark washes, in other words, massing darks. And then you'll see in a minute that I mass lights. That's kind of what the painting is, a mass of darks and a mass of lights, and then you're out. Anyway. Oh, dear. You will notice, or it's hard to notice it, I've gone away and I've dried it. Now I have different puddles on the palette. This is Aurelian, and I still have alizarin crimson, and that's what I'm using for this triad. There was, I should say triad, there was not a third color. Putting it in again with a big brush. This is the same brush. But you will notice every time I go into a different pile, I wash the brush and I wipe it on that towel that's on my lap. So I never let the brush get corrupted. I never, ever, ever let color tip. Because if I don't make sure that that brush is clean and dry, every time I go into a puddle, it's going to change the consistency and it's going to tip the color over time. And so that's just a trick of the trade. And finally, the sky. That's a light wash of ultramarine blue and a little bit of cerulean. Also, you might see that I did put in a little bit of a neutral on that piece of barn that sticks out at the bottom of the picture right now. I think if everything is color, then in a sense nothing is color. Oh, I was going to show the color dabs, but it went away quickly. Here's a final painting, but I realized that I had left out a shadow, and you'll see the next shot. You'll see the original photograph, my value dabs, and a shadow that I place underneath the barn. There we go. So that's the painting, which is much more vibrant in real life, but that's the best I can get with my camera. So remember to keep the whites of your paper white, which I did, and your paint's wet, and come see me at joemackenzie.com and join my YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.